Are we ready to do
We
this?
are ready to do this, girl.
I'm
Finally,
so
the time
excited.
has come.
Yahoo!
Woo!
Whoa, whoa,
Okay.
whoa, whoa. There we go. Step one, make a big mess everywhere.
All right. Maybe let's if you want to introduce yourself,
Sure, I will.
tell the world about Demi, who we are.
Okay. Well, guys, I am Demi Smith, and I am so excited for today. For some girl power,
Mm-hmm.
for some conversation. We've been talking about this for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and um, yeah, just to have a bit of conversation and all of that around motherhood and yeah, just getting to know you, Beth. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. Man, like how many months ago was it when we first
it,
started
was a,
talking about it?
it was a while.
And it was like based off of like wanting to talk about, oh man, like, being a mom. And then we went into this like womanhood
Yes,
conversation. Like, we need to talk about this on the
totally.
podcast.
Totally.
All right. So let's start by telling the world 3 fun facts about you.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. 3 fun facts about me. Well, I have, okay, fun fact. I met Oprah. I had supper with Oprah.
What?
Yeah. So she was at SaskTel Center and I got to enjoy some time with her. And then my friend calculated that it was like over $4,000 worth of her time that I got to absorb. That was a long time ago, but that's kind of a fun fact.
That's a cool
Yeah.
fact.
And I have a photo of her and she's like, I was so pale in comparison to her, like her beautiful complexion. And then I was trying to, yeah, anyways, it was just like such a hilarious photo. Like, but anyways, yeah, so that's one. Another one, maybe fun fact about me. My gosh. I can do a weird thing with my tongue.
You're part of the show. Oh man, triple fold.
Yeah, creepy. And another fun fact about me, gosh, I really maybe that people don't know I have a vitiligo or a vitiligo. It's like a skin pigmentation disease that you can see some people in the mainstream have, and I also have that. So it's like I have extremely white spots on my skin, even though I am quite light. You'll see it like on my neck. I have a big patch, and there's just no pigment there, so it's completely white. So I think that's kind of fun.
Ah,
I don't know.
that
Yeah, I
is.
don't know if that's what you're after, but it's kind of weird things about me.
No, that's good. And you know what? Like this kind of segues into like the whole opening of this podcast conversation because how did that feel having to think about 3 things about yourself?
Oh gosh. I was like just on the spot, I suppose, and trying to think what is cool and what is, what does somebody consider to be like a fun fact? So I
Mm-hmm.
just tried to come out of the box instead
Hmm.
of being like something minor, I suppose. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
But on the spot,
Yes.
like kind of caught off guard.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, you are on the hot
Yeah, yeah, I am.
seat. Okay. So another thing that I kind of wanted to lead into was womanhood.
Okay.
We've always talked about that. We were texting, snapping back and forth for quite some time, always leading back to that conversation.
Yes.
Right. And one thing I truly admire about you is your image. I don't want to say the word image. It's not an image. Like your persona as a woman and a mom. But before we get into the label of mom, I want to stick with the womanhood and like, how does that look and feel like to you when you think about the word womanhood?
Womanhood. Oh, I think womanhood is kind of hard to define because it's so much of everything. It's just kind of in your blood. Womanhood, I think, is just an essence of good and love and caring. Those are the things that I think of when it comes to womanhood, overcoming, empowerment,
Mhm.
and just like maybe a togetherness. I think that's a little bit what you and I talked about is just like sometimes that feeling of missing connection when it comes to womanhood and that empowerment that we build each other in
Mhm,
that way. Um, yeah, I that's what I think of when it comes to womanhood, like
mhm,
that light sense of love.
mhm,
I think
mhm,
it's yeah, it's just like a beautiful thing.
mhm, the feminine energy.
Yes, that energy, that essence, that yeah, that joy, that love.
It's so healing because even like I said, even though we would have our conversations through the phone via
Mhm,
text or Snap, even just the reassurance that, like, "Girl, I got you,"
mhm,
or, "You need to talk, I'm here." Like,
totally.
that essence of the part of womanhood for me has been very healing, and
Mhm,
especially since, like, me and you have been in conversation, that's like I said, that's what it always leads back to, and it's
mhm,
so healthy and so
yeah,
gravitating,
totally.
right? And so now I'm just like, "Okay, Demi, I wanna get to know you more on a deeper level as an individual.
Yeah.
We'll get to the mom part because we can talk for days
Oh,
when it
man.
comes to being a mother and
Yeah.
our children, but I really want to, kinda give credit where it's due, towards you as an individual. We know you're a great mom, and there's so much I'm gonna say about that in a second, but I really wanna get to the individual aspect of you, the woman before the label, okay?
Mhm.
So, one question that I have is, who are you when nobody needs anything from you?
Oh, goodness. I am, I would say, just a quiet, organized, relaxed person.
Mhm,
If nobody needs anything from me, I would find myself, oh, maybe just like enjoying some maybe time in the bath, time to myself, time to just be by myself, have that moment of like clarity of the mind and just that quietness that really fills me or fuels me, I think.
mhm.
Um, yeah, if, if nobody needs anything, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think of. I think kind of like pre-kids, that was my getaway. I'd go for a bath, go for a walk, something like that that's going to just like ground me and just keep me like nice and chill and calm is just how I like to be. I
Mhm.
don't like to be sporadic, crazy. I like things planned. I like it
And you're
just
with Cole.
I know. Yeah, it's crazy. That part is crazy because 'cause we're so opposite, but yeah, and he always needs something. Like, what the heck? Go figure, eh?
Oh, that's awesome. So what's one, I guess, exciting or fun memory that you have, before the boys?
Oh,
Like, what was the most, well, not funnest time, but what's a fun moment that you can remember that where you really enjoyed the crap out of it and everything, and you were just, like, living your best life?
I would probably say a few years, maybe 1 year before we had Royce, we just adventured. We went on so many hikes.
Mhm.
This was the time that Cole and I lost a bunch of weight, so we were on, like, our fitness journey, our health journey. We went to Banff a bunch, hiking, going tubing in Calgary, and, yeah, just kind of like that free spirit, but with adventure.
Mm,
I yeah, just oh man, hiking, seeing the waterfalls, it's something else. Like,
mhm,
it's beautiful being able to chase that. Um, yeah, that was so exciting for me, and now, like, we do it with our kids, but it was just different being able to, like, get up when you want
mhm,
and go and do this when you want, and you just pack for yourself, right? So,
mhm.
like, I cherish those moments looking back that it's, like you said, kind of just you get to do what you want,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
That's so nice. Like, I wanted to kinda know, like, the individual before the kids, and kinda, like, what your lifestyle, what your interests were, because we tend to forget things like that when we
Mhm.
become moms. Obviously, we have to readjust, which is, like, the biggest blessing as a mother, right?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like, I like to get to know who we are before labels just because we don't wanna forget that part of ourselves, right? So that's
Mhm.
good that you guys are able to carry that on as a family, and your
Yeah.
kids are gonna get to know that
I
part of you
know, I know,
too.
hey? Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Okay, so another question is, what are you most proud of as a woman?
Hmm. I think I am most proud as a woman to be probably a giver and a, like, I don't know, maybe just like a bringer of light is what
Mhm.
I try to be as a woman. Giving in terms of not giving myself away, but giving love to people, and friends and all of that that need it. As a woman, I would say that's my it's always been at the root of it. Like, I just love to be there for those who I love, and yeah, I would say that. I don't
Yes.
know. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's the answer to your
No,
question,
it
but
is. Yeah.
yeah, just to be somebody that, um like this like how I feel about you too is every conversation we've ever had, it's like we're gonna build each other up.
Mhm.
If I'm having a shitty day or you're having one of those, it's like, okay, like we'll chat or whatever, but we're always gonna become better after a
Yeah.
conversation. And like that's what I think womanhood is just like
Yes.
that togetherness is yeah, what we need more of. And I think in a lot of things there can be competition disguised and things like that, but like when you're truly with somebody or like with a friend or having a conversation and you know there's no competition, there's no behind the scenes ill will, like it's just
Mhm.
like I care for you and I want you
Yes.
to do well. I want your relationships to be well, and all of this is like, I think that's the bottom of it. And sometimes it's hard to see that, but like I think if you look hard enough you can see people that have like those ill intentions or that kind of bad energy or something like that, and
Yeah.
it's just like you guys can stay away, but like I'm going to link up with people who are like going to raise me up and I'm going to raise them up. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's what I feel about you. Like since I met you, Beth, that's how I felt. It's like you just, yeah, just like every room you're in, girl, you just brighten up, and I love that about you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
appreciate you
Yeah.
so much. I appreciate you so
Yeah.
much. This fits in perfectly, and I do have well, you know what? I'm gonna start first.
Okay.
I do appreciate you so much too. I appreciate the friendship, and like you said, that connection did happen right off the hop, and I
Mhm.
truly value it.
Yeah.
And that's why I really wanted to ask you, like, what do you think of womanhood? Because the way you described womanhood is exactly how people see you. Okay. So now that's gonna segue into a message that I have for you.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to read it and I'm sure you'll figure out who it's from. Okay. So, my Betty.
Oh, goodness.
Demi is one of my best friends and one of the most selfless people I have ever met. When you say her name, people smile. Not because she's the loudest person in the room, but because of how she makes people feel. She has a heart that loves deeply, cares endlessly, and somehow always finds room for one more person. She is the kind of person who takes care of everyone around her without ever asking for anything in return. She remembers the little things, shows up when people need her, and loves people exactly as they are. Watching you become a mother has been one of the greatest privileges of my life. Those boys are so lucky to have you. The way you love them, protect them, and put them first every single day is something truly special. I'm so lucky that you married my evil twin because somewhere along the way you became my sister too. Oh, not by blood, but by choice, and now we share the same last name. I hope one day those boys grow up and realize what the rest of us already know, that their mom is the kind of person people spend their whole lives hoping to find. Someone who loves without limits, gives without hesitation, and makes everyone around her feel like family. I love you, Dem. Thank you for being one of the greatest blessings in my life. Love, Wilma.
My god, that is my best friend. And
Absolutely.
she's okay, like, Nicole, I'll tell you one thing, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna cry. And
Yeah.
she is, like, our biggest blessing. She really is. She supports us in everything we do. The first to share every podcast, everything about our company, everything about our life, and, like, I seriously like, I tell her every time we're together, like, I could not do motherhood without her, for
Oh,
real. She's, like, the truest, and she's listening to this right now?" And she's like, "Oh my god, she's gonna cry again," 'cause she makes fun of me every time, and she's like, "Whatever you do, don't cry this time. Are you gonna?" She just knows me so well, but, like, I've never had a friend like her that, um, like, does not judge. She'll come to my house and knows that I'm, like, gonna lose it, and she'll put Royce in the bathtub, and she'll play with him, and it's
Mhm,
like I can have, like, that moment, um, just to breathe,
mhm,
and she's
mhm.
just, like, A plus. She's the
Oh,
best. She's
yeah.
really yeah. She's, like, honestly the best friend that anyone could ever want, and yeah, just, like, top tier, man.
You have support.
Yeah,
You
I
have
do. I
support,
do.
and you do have people that care for you.
I for sure do.
Yes.
Yeah, like, honestly, without her and without my mom, especially this last while with Cole being like, doing all these things, like, they come to my rescue all the time. Like, I could not do it without them, for real.
Yes.
For real, but oh my gosh, making me cry, what
I'm
the heck?
sorry. You know what?
What the
That
heck?
there's more up my sleeve. I'm
Oh my
sorry.
god.
You deserve to hear these things. You really do because um when we were talking not too long ago and with Cole being busy like you had mentioned,
Mhm,
I think everybody kind of like everybody's in your corner and everybody
mhm,
like well both your guys' corners. Everybody's supporting you guys in these transitions, right? And I think everybody knows that you're a good person,
mm,
and you deserve to hear that because you are working overtime. And I don't mean in a sense of your job, but as a mother.
mhm,
And sometimes when we're wearing our mom hats, we tend to put ourselves on the back burner a little too much. And when we hear people giving credit where it's due, is the term I like to use. It's hard to hear, but it's so true. And I felt like I wanted to bring that to you in having people remind you that you are one of the strongest women that we see.
jeez.
Like I know you think like, I'm at the shop and I'm busy with the babies and blah, blah, blah. And you're a big support with Cole, but
Mm,
you are one of the strongest people that we see.
oh, jeez.
And you deserve to hear that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And I'm going to make you cry again.
No, no,
I'm
God.
sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I don't even know how to say this.
Here we go.
Okay. All right. Are you ready for this
I'm
one?
ready.
All right. So you'll probably know who this one is. This is another long one. Okay. Demi has one of those rare hearts that make people feel safe, valued, and cared for. She's genuinely kind. She's genuinely a kind soul who is always looking for the good in others and leads with compassion. Her loyalty runs deep. When she loves and cares about someone, she stands by them through life's highs and lows. She is fiercely protective of the people she loves, always ready to support and stand beside those closest to her. Her empathy allows her to truly understand what others are going through, making people feel heard, accepted, and never alone. Demi's beauty goes far beyond what can be seen. She has a natural beauty that shines from within, reflected in her warmth, kindness, and genuine spirit. She has an incredible patience and a calm presence. She is an amazing mother who loves wholeheartedly, nurtures endlessly, and puts her children first. Her strength, dedication, and unconditional love create is admirable. Demi is the kind of friend everyone hopes to have, reliable, trustworthy, and always there when needed. Through every challenge and every celebration, she is someone people can count on without question. Demi is everyone's biggest cheerleader. She celebrates the successes of others as if they were her own, lifts people up when they need it most, and helps those around her see the best in themselves. That's what makes Demi so special. Not just the qualities she possesses, but the way she makes people feel loved, supported, and important. And that's from Brittany.
Oh, jeez.
This warms my heart just
Honestly,
reading this to
these
you.
people. That's so beautiful.
This is what you're feeling right now. Explain the feeling.
Just unbelievable. Oh gosh. Unbelievable, like, warmth inside my whole body.
Mhm.
And I have, like, the shakes inside my body because these people mean so much to me, and, like, exactly what they say about me, that's how I feel about them. It's just like those pure conversations. Like, Brittany is the one I called instantly when Royce, he, like, ate a little, um, squishy ball and he was choking, and, like, she's the one I called right away because she's gone through it. she has kids, and she's just like she has so much knowledge, and she's always there for me as well. So it's
Mhm.
like, man, these like my friends are the best. They're the
Mhm.
best. And it's crazy because I don't consider myself to have like a ton of friends, but the ones I have are just the most true and the most beautiful, and it's like that's all I need,
Mhm.
you know? So it's geez. Yeah, she's such a beautiful person. My God.
These are
Here
such
we go. Like, what the heck?
I'm sorry, but you need to know. You need to hear these things.
Oh,
These are things
thank
that
you.
you need to know about yourself because you really
Wow.
are a gift. You
Oh,
really are a
jeez.
gift. Okay, so a question. How did becoming a mother change you, and how did it reveal who you already
Mhm.
were?
Okay. Motherhood has changed me. You know what? Motherhood has changed me, I would say, in my confidence, which a lot of moms say the opposite. For me, I felt it was just like my calling and my place. I always knew I was going to be a mom.
Mhm.
And even in say high school, it seems like my whole life I've always like say taken care of siblings, taken care of friends, taken care of Cole and all his friends, and it's just like it is in my nature to be that nurturing, to be that mom. But when I had kids and people are saying, "Okay, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know this, I don't know that." It honestly felt like I just knew.
Mhm.
And I had this confidence about me that I already know I'm going to be a great mom. Like I just felt like I knew what to do.
Mhm.
And that's what's like it's kind of weird.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just like meant to be for this is what I'm made for.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be a great mom, to be like to raise them, to teach them how just like to see all the good is
Yeah.
like so valuable and so important to me. But yeah, and I don't even remember the question really that you said, but it's just like, yeah, like what changed as a mother? Well, now I have a bath every couple days instead of like, maybe I wash my hair once a week. We'll see that type of thing. But
I
yeah,
might own a brush.
yeah. Well, no, I don't brush my hair, and my shirt probably has either milk or spit up on it. But yeah, yeah, that's
Uh,
I guess, like yeah, the difference is, like, the self-care part of things. I'm in it right now. Like,
yeah.
I'm in it, so I'm just, like, getting through. If I got clothes on and I'm out the door, I'm good to go. So
Yeah.
it's just like, "Take me as I am, baby."
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so what is something motherhood has helped heal within you?
Hmm, heal within me. I'm not exactly sure. Um, maybe a little bit of confidence stuff, could go with that question. Um I would say maybe some body image stuff
Mm.
has
Mhm.
changed about me because before kids, not that I was like chasing anything, but I probably wasn't after fitness and wellness for to be fit and to have like a well mind. I was
Mhm.
more towards fitness and wellness for probably the looks of things, to
Mhm.
feel better in clothes and
Mhm.
this and that.
Mhm.
And since I had Royce and now with Roan, like I've never like I said this before, I've never loved my body more.
That's
And like the
beautiful.
lumps and bumps and the marks
Yeah.
and all of this, it's just like where I am right now, I'm like so fine with what I am.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
just to know like I'm like feeding I'm the number one source of nutrition for my son. The only thing. He had bananas yesterday, but
Yes.
like I am bringing him life. Like there's nothing better than that. And to embrace your body and all the changes.
Yeah.
A lot of people get hung up on it. I've talked to lots of moms and they struggle with it, but it's just been like cured for me.
Mm.
Like, and I, not to
That's
say
beautiful.
cured, but I do look forward to, I see how well and fit you are and, a bunch of my other friends. And like, I'm excited to work on that in the future. But like
Mhm.
right now where I am, it's just like, okay, I'm a little bit more than I
You're
was.
content.
I'm just like I'm okay with it. And when both my boys are a little bit bigger, and they're not so reliant on
Mhm.
me, and, when things are a little bit better here, that I'm not here so often and this and that, it's like,
Mhm.
I know I'm gonna, like, make some goals and
Yeah,
crush them, like,
absolutely.
and work towards them,
Yeah.
but, like, that's cured me in a way that, um, yeah, I didn't expect really,
Mhm.
and I think a lot of people battle with that, but, like, yeah, it's just, like, take me as I am.
The self-love is
Yeah,
there.
the
It's evident.
self-love you have, like, yeah, it's crazy,
Mhm.
like, and then on another note, my best friend Nicole that wrote that beautiful thing about me, it's like, she saw in me that I was, like, struggling for an outfit, and she, like, took me to buy jeans because I was crying to her about how, like, that I wanted to look good on the event, and it's like, that's the kind of friendship that you need, is, like, to see somebody and to know that they need a little thing, and,
Mhm.
like, how she's saying that I pick up on things, no, that's her. Like, she
Mhm.
took me to buy jeans to feel good, so then this weekend I'm gonna be just, like, good,
Yes,
I'm like, "Oh,
yes.
man." Yeah, but
Yes.
I would say that's what's cured in me, if that's cured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's beautiful because that radiates off you. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like there's a lot of self-love and self-confidence that radiates off you
Mhm.
without you even having to, overly explain that.
Dang, thank
Like,
you.
yeah, you just did, but I think even from the messages that people had sent in for like, regarding you,
Mhm.
that's just that's self-confidence and self-love radiates because how you feel about yourself is how you're projecting that onto other people, and all these nice things that people are saying about you are such beautiful things, like, that's what you give off.
Dang, thank you.
That is what you give off, so everything that you're saying about yourself, it's really beautiful and it's really admirable,
Mhm.
because I think us as moms, like you had mentioned a couple times too, like, we lose track of, the importance of things sometimes. We
Mhm.
get lost in the track of image and, um, I'm just gonna say, like, ego, like, I battled with my ego for a while, and I think I talked about it on the last podcast, but
Yeah,
things like that, right? And then all the external stuff can get to a person to a point where they lose sight of themselves.
yeah,
And it's beautiful to sit here and listen to you say, like, I'm comfortable with who I am and where I'm at right now within myself. And I just want to care for everybody because
yeah,
I care for myself.
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. You're such a beautiful woman.
Oh,
Like, you really
jeez.
are.
Back at ya, baby.
Okay. So I might make you cry again.
Oh
Sorry. I
gosh.
know I'm sorry. Okay. So
This is just like my day or what?
this is your day, girl. Like, this is your moment to
My
shine. You are
goodness. Close
shining.
up. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
You're too good to me, Beth. My goodness.
Oh, just you wait till I'm done this one.
Oh gosh.
All right. So, Demi, I just wanted to take a moment to let you know how much you mean to me. Through all the challenges, the long days, and the big dreams, you've always been by my side. You're an incredible wife, an amazing mother to our boys, and one of the strongest people I know. So much of what we've built together wouldn't be possible without your love, support, patience, and belief in our family. I don't say it enough, but I appreciate everything you do and everything you are. I'm proud of you, I am grateful for you, and I love you.
Jeez.
And that is from Mr. Cole.
My sweetheart.
Yes.
Jeez, hey?
That's another thing that I want to obviously bring to the forefront as well is that you are such a solid person to have in someone's corner. I think a lot of people see how strong you are, I guess, behind closed doors and how much you support Cole. You know, Cole's doing a lot for himself, yes, but I truly believe it takes a strong woman for a strong man
Mhm.
to pursue what they want to pursue.
Yeah.
And the way that you support him in all levels, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, is seen and it's felt. And it's so admirable. Like, I mean, this is just my perspective on this, but it's so rare to see,
Yeah.
especially like with, younger generations.
Mhm.
You're full throttle behind his back and he's full throttle behind yours. And that's just it's very beautiful to see. Very admirable. And I'm always going to say that because it is.
Yeah.
Like, especially today's world, things are getting a little bit more difficult in terms of connecting with people, like we said,
Yeah.
right? So, I mean, like when you are able to do that with a partner and have that be a solid foundation, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, I mean, But with that being said, a strong person needs strong people in their corner, hence you and your friends and this womanhood that we wanted to talk about. Like,
Yeah,
this is why we feel like you also deserve support. And I hope you know that you have that and you do reach out when you need it, which is great. But I also want to reintegrate that message of like, if you ever need me, I'm here.
I know you are. I know
Yes.
you are.
Yes.
You're like, totally. I totally feel that, and I knew that since I and you know the crazy thing is like it felt like we didn't really know each other. Even right now, I'm getting to know you, but it's like I also know you.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
what the heck?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, so I know you're gonna be in my corner. I know you're gonna, we're gonna have great conversation. But yeah, I totally feel that from you. Like,
Hmm.
and I know that you're in my corner. For
Hmm.
sure I do.
Yeah.
And I'm so appreciative of that.
Yeah.
Appreciative.
I think the moment I realized that was when we were messaging each other. I don't know if it was on Snap or text, but we were messaging each other and you're like, "How was your day today, my girl? How's your day, girlfriend?" And I was just a
Yeah.
mess. And I took full advantage of that
Yeah.
opportunity.
Well, da, da, da,
And
da,
I'm
da.
like,
Yeah.
"Damn, my life.
Yeah.
This person upset me, made me sad." And you're like, "Oh, girl, like let's have coffee. Come over
Yeah.
whenever." And I'm like, okay, like that even just made me feel better knowing that that reassurance of like, girl, I'm here. Next time
Yeah.
you're in Saskatoon, come see me. And of course our schedules didn't align.
Yeah.
But I made it a point to come see you every time I could when because I'm getting busy too now, as you
Yeah.
know. But still I'm like that female connection. Well, I mean connection in general. But
Mhm.
for the sake of this conversation, that womanhood, that female connection is so important and healing because like as mothers again we do need that time to vent for specifically ourselves as individuals, but also like, okay, what did you do in this moment when you felt like this
Yes.
about your kids or when you were struggling with that or when you were in your highlights with your children and like how you were able to bask that in like having those correspondence of like, motherhood is beautiful, but what do you need?
Yeah.
you know? And just to be able to have that understanding of that because yeah, my kids are older,
Mhm.
but it's my parenting as a mother just looks different now in the stages of my kids, right? They're
Yeah.
teenagers. So
Mhm.
obviously I have a different set of stressors, but I also have a different set of highlights,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
it's just like I still need a hug.
Yeah. That and, like, that's something I value in you too because I am so excited to lean on you for all of your advice, like, as my family grows and ages, it's like you've been through it,
Mhm.
and that's a lot of things, it's like, we don't have to do this alone. As mothers,
Mhm.
we do not, and, uh probably all these tiny things, all this buildup of feelings or hurts inside of somebody. It's like you've gone through it. Let me just
Mhm.
ask who knows, who's came out on the other side, who's building
Yeah.
better and greater, right? It's
Yeah.
like anything in life. Are we gonna just sit there and do nothing? Or let's talk to someone who's gone through it,
Yes.
who's dealt with these
Yeah.
emotions or feelings or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like that's what like for me, I'm just in this like baby stage and then you're like on the other side
Yeah.
and I'm like tell me everything. Like I need to know everything because I want to be the best mom, so like I want to learn from you and do all of these things
Mhm.
and it's no
Yeah.
one better to learn from.
And there's no such thing as a small emotion. I
Yes.
think that's the thing is like when women wanna talk or vent or whatever and they think it's just a small it's a like, "Oh, like, I don't know, I'm just crying," because they think in their mind it's something small, but I'm like, "No, but it's a big thing to
Yeah.
you."
Yeah.
So then, like, talk to me about it. It's a big thing to you, it's not small to me, I'm here.
Totally.
Just
Totally.
tell me about your day. Tell me what Royce did today, like, what
Mhm.
upset you or what made you happy about mothering today.
Yeah.
Those kind of even just those kind of conversations, like without even realizing how healing those could be, even just a check in.
Yeah.
How was your son's day?
Totally.
And then your light, like your face will light up about the excitement of Royce's day and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Those are the kind of healing conversations that also help. You know what I mean? So it's just like there's no such thing as small feelings.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as small emotions.
And I think like these small feelings or small emotions, it's like there's 10, 20, 30 little small
Mhm.
things. That's not small anymore.
Mm-mm.
You know, like if it's like the domino effect
Yeah,
is all of these little things and you hold them in. The more you hold them, the bigger they're gonna grow. And
absolutely.
you know, we just need to like communicate those things. And I
Yes.
I think it's like to know the people that you can have confidence in sharing. Not like gonna go and spill your secrets around, but like they're gonna hold them true. They're gonna help you as they can, or they're
Mhm.
just gonna listen to it. It's like that is so valuable.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just can't even put it into words. Like it's motherhood is crazy.
Motherhood is a
It's
ride.
crazy.
It's a ride, but it's such a gift and a blessing because I feel like, it brings out a different side of our hearts for sure.
Yeah.
It definitely reflects, and projects a different side of love when you're caring for your own child.
Mhm.
And I mean, women do there's a certain sense of their identity that does shift and change when they become mothers. And I think a lot of us don't talk about that part enough
Yeah.
because we're also grieving. Well, I'm sure fathers do too, but for the sake of this conversation, we're also grieving an old sense of ourselves. We literally are grieving like the independence and the
Yes.
still learning and depending on, what age you became a mom, like you're no longer, your parents' baby anymore.
Mhm.
Things like that. Like I think that was one of the things for me was when I had my son, I had him at 19. That's the first thing I thought about was I'm not my mom's baby anymore. Now all the attention goes on the grandchild, which is
Yeah.
fine, that I wasn't feeling any sort of way
Yeah.
about that, but that was just the reality of it. I'm
Yeah.
just like, man, I grew up. Like, I am officially on the other side of the grown-up scale now. Like, I am no longer, my parents' baby,
Wow.
you know? So then there's that little grief period that you kinda go through,
Yeah.
and then that's kinda where your definite independence well, I mean, for the most part, everybody's independence definitely starts there, like, it's not just me.
Yeah.
And then there's that fear of that. And then depending, like, it's good, like, and that's another admirable thing about you and Cole is that you guys are doing it together and you guys are a really strong duo,
Mhm.
right? My circumstances where I was a single mom, so it was like a different type of fear,
Right.
right? So it was just kind of like, but I mean, grateful for it all.
Yeah.
The lessons are super valuable.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah, even like having say having your kid at 19, you're still you're still a kid, you
I
know,
know.
like so young. So
Yep.
even that, like how was that for you?
It was a transition. I was in my first year of university, so I was
Okay.
really just like really exploring my independence, like for like
Yeah.
not living with mom anymore and just like out and about. And then boom, I'm like having a baby and my son, and it was just like all like a domino effect, like we talked about. Like it was so quick and it was scary, but I was more excited than anything, and I had no ounce of fear the moment I found out.
Mhm.
Um, and I knew also that during the pregnancy that I was going to be a single mom because the relationship fell through before even my son was born.
Okay.
So, I mean, I had that sense of, oh, this is really just me kind of thing.
Mhm.
But there was no fear because I also felt like my heart was super filled with happiness and love that I was going to have a little partner with me, right? And I did stay with my parents, I think, for first couple months, but I decided to still pursue my education. I was already in school, but I went back to school just to kind of defeat the odds of dropping out because I had him.
You go.
Yeah, there was just something within me that was like, I can't let this not make me finish school.
Mhm.
So I pursued it. It took me an extra year longer, but still, I knew with my son that that's what I wanted to do, and then I got pregnant with my daughter, before my son was 1 year old, so they're, like, back to back, and that's when it got hard.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just like, "Oh, crap, here's
Yeah.
the reality, whoa," and I thought just because the first time was like a breeze,
Yeah.
so that's where, like, the real challenge started, obviously, when I had my daughter because, again, me and, their dad we made it work for a little bit, but it just didn't work,
Yeah.
so that fell through, and then again, it was back to single parenting but it was something I already knew how to do, I guess, in a sense, and I, again, got back into the mental lab of thinking, like, I also don't want this to make me drop out of school. Like, I just had some sort of, like, relentless mentality of finishing school to really prove to myself that just because these circumstances of me have being a single mom of 2 babies,
Mhm.
um, back to back, I didn't want that to deter me from not pursuing and finishing what I started.
Incredible.
So,
Beautiful.
it was and my daughter, like, she just thrives off of this story because and I remember this so vividly where my son was I had him sleeping in a living room, and I was in the bedroom feeding my girl. I was breastfeeding at that time, and I would study because she was a night owl. I don't
Oh.
know, and she still is. Like, she's still, like she gets up in the night she's a night owl, so that's kinda how how I managed was when I would feed her at night during the night, I'd be, like, studying or doing my homework, and then that was, like, I think that was the highest average I had that year.
Wow.
Because of that, I'm like, "Dang, like, I should just study at night more often." I'm like, "Yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah.
I'll just sleep instead and get all the rest that I need." But it was definitely, like so for me, parenting was very different because I feel like I didn't really get to do a lot of the being with them 24/7, nurturing them, and that makes me wanna cry as I say that because I really wish I could've.
Yeah.
Um, I wish I could've been able to just be that mom that I felt like I knew I wanted to be. Like, I think that's why I thrived with my son because I was at home with him for the first couple months and I stayed with my parents, but I knew if I was going back to school and I getting a career somewhat because in the back of my mind, it's like I kinda already knew I'm gonna be a single parent. Like, I'm doing this alone.
Yeah.
So now I need to think of plan A, B, and C to
Wow.
support this, and just getting my degree was just one of them. It was really just based out of survival, but I've grown it into a situation where I've made it kind of benefit me, where now I'm in mental health, and I feel like I'm in mental health now because I feel like that's what I needed back then.
You are Wonder Woman. That is incredible.
It's yeah, now that I'm talking about this out loud, I'm like, "Oh, I just wanna cry," but it's just
Hey, come
like
in the hot seat and cry because
okay.
I'm sick of crying.
Oh my goodness, okay. Oh, look at us, hey? Like, what the heck?
Oh
Oh my
wow. You
goodness.
want your drink?
Sure. I get some st but yeah.
I
Mm,
yeah, I can't some of these days with these kids to be a single mom and like crushing it as a single mom,
ugh,
you I I can't applaud you enough. Like I'm gonna cry over it. Like it's hard,
it is.
It's hard and I can't even imagine like if we could go back and see you, like, oh god, we should have been friends for
Oh
years
my god,
and I
yeah.
could have been helping you.
Uh,
Like
yeah.
come on. That's just yeah, you're beautiful inside and out. I can't say anything else. Like that is unbelievable because for me and Cole, like you said, we are a good team
Mhm, you are.
and I couldn't imagine it
Mhm.
without him. So I just like applaud you so much because that must have been tough.
It was, and, like, the beautiful thing now is, like, my kids are they're gonna be 16 and 17 this year, and I share these stories with my daughter well, but with both of my kids in different capacities, but mostly with my daughter because she asks questions, right?
Mhm.
And I feel like she's old enough now, she's gonna be 16, so I tell her all these stories about how, like, when I was going to university, like, these were like, you guys really were my biggest motivation,
Yeah.
and this is why I made that comment earlier is, like, when we become mothers, we just tend to forget, kinda, like, what we're doing this for,
Yeah.
and it's just, like, sometimes you forget about yourself as an individual, I guess, and I was explaining to my daughter, like, it was like there was no time to grieve over the heartbreak.
Yeah.
There was no time to grieve over the relationship that you thought you were gonna have with this person you had kids with, right? So, like, there was just no time, and I don't I never got to be that stay-at-home mom, which I still feel for. Like, and even to this day, like, I literally, like I think when I was texting you the other day, like, I had a pretty heavy day that time because, again, I was sad because I couldn't be at home with my kids, like, I'm working so much now, and it's not an excuse, but at the same time, I just feel like I've been doing this grind, I guess, if you will. Like, I've been working so much to make sure that my kids are supported. It's hard for me to slow down now
Mhm.
because it's been, like, 17 years
Yeah.
of doing this,
Yeah.
right? So it's just, like, it's really hard for me to just take some time to relax.
Mhm.
It's really hard for me to take some time out and, like, just I don't watch TV even. Because I just feel like I could be doing something else, you
Jeez,
know?
hey? Yeah.
So it's just, like, now, like, like, with my children, and I'm just like, my girl had ACL surgery here not too long ago, and I felt guilty for not taking time off to be with her 24/7 because I know she needed me, and I went right back to, like, when they were babies, and, like, I did this is how I felt even back then,
Mhm.
you know? So it's just finding that balance and just being nice to yourself about things, right? Because, like, I literally did what I had to do,
Mhm.
and she understands that, and now her heart's even more bigger knowing, like, if I could be with you guys all the time, I would.
Yeah.
I would have even back then, you know, and that mom guilt used to hit me so hard, but now I'm at a point where I'm like, I'm just overextending my love with my kids now in more ways than ever. You know, now that I know how, because even that nurturing part of me, I felt super guilty for not even knowing how to be a good nurturer. I felt.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not see that in you at all.
Well, I mean, we're our own worst critics, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, totally. Man, I see you as, like, the number one. That's why we need people to boost us up, right? Like,
mhm.
wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Jeez.
that's a good reflection thing. I'm like, yeah, like it's just when you hear these things kind of reflected back to you, you're like,
Hmm,
really?
maybe I am the best.
Maybe
You
I'm kind
are.
of
You
cool.
yeah. No,
Oh
totally.
man, but yeah, like I just like my sense of parenting was just so different. But like I said, I always felt like I didn't really have that nurturing aspect of me,
Mm,
just because I just feel like I was not really home much. I'm
mhm.
always working.
Yeah.
That's not an excuse, like I said, but it's just something I've just been so accustomed to.
Yeah. Well, I think though too, like with the circumstance is like I don't know, when it's mom and dad, you kind of have like, okay, dad does the business, the
Mhm.
mom can be the nurturing, but you are both. You're doing
Mhm.
double time, right? Like
Mhm.
or more than double time. So it's like, man, you have to give yourself grace for that because that is like such an incredible job within itself is
Mhm.
parenthood, let alone doing all these jobs so your family can survive,
Mhm.
right? Like
Yes.
unbelievable.
Well, and the other thing that I really noticed is like the whole femininity part of me. I feel like that's been put away for such a long time.
Yeah.
And this is something I was just talking about this with somebody, how like I feel like I wasn't really able to nurture or mask in my femininity for a long time because I was so set on like just survival mode
Yeah.
of supporting my household, right? And now that I'm falling more into that side of things for myself, like this womanhood, like this energy that I'm just gravitating towards to now, like the more that I'm gravitating towards that energy, the more I'm falling into it. So
Mhm.
now I'm crying more.
Yeah, there we go.
Now I'm
Yeah.
like I'm admitting more when I do need help. I'm
Mhm,
admitting more now that I do need, I need girlfriend support.
mhm.
I need a visit with you. Like
Yeah,
I just like I'm more open and vocal about that. Whereas before I'm like, I don't have time to
yeah,
feel like that. I gotta like I'm gonna be tired if I cry now. I'm just not gonna cry at all
yeah,
because I have work in 2 hours,
yeah.
and like I've learned to balance that part of me and now I more embrace that softer side of me
Mhm.
because I felt like I didn't have that for such a long time. Like, now that I'm embracing the soft side, it's kinda like, "This feels nice." It's like a little, like, energetic hug.
That you give yourself, right?
Yes, and,
Yeah,
like, I just, like and now, like, I'm gravitating towards more women that also project that because it's a safe space.
yeah.
It feels safe, right? And I like that because I feel like I didn't allow myself to get there for a long time. And now that I'm in mental health, even more so, it's more important now too, because then you're authentically kind of just riding in um, your own energy fields, and you're being honest about how you feel and being open about that. And to me, I love being there. because I wasn't for a long time,
Mhm.
right? And so now I'm just like, now I wanna reciprocate that and, like, tell people too, like, "You know what? Just be yourself, man.
Yeah.
Just admit the things that are happening, and you wanna talk about things, I'm here."
Mhm.
Because I feel like I didn't really have that much,
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know, I'm just gonna cry again.
Let it out. It's our time. This is our podcast. Yeah. We
Yeah,
can
we're
do what we want. Call who? No, just kidding. My one true love.
Oh my god. No, I'm just super thankful, and I always make that known too, like, with every, like, connection, especially every, like, women connection that I have, like, that I just like and when you feel that ultimate, like, like, friendship,
Mhm.
I always wanna make it known that, I appreciate it so much,
Yeah.
and, like, genuinely from my heart, I appreciate those connections so much because they're A, hard to come by, and B, like, it's nice to feel safe.
Yeah.
It is really nice to feel safe, and especially with your heart and your mind, even with friendships, like, mainly with friendships, it's nice to have that because you don't feel so alone even from a distance,
Mhm.
like, you can reach out to your friends via text or whatever, but just knowing that you have that for me is a big game changer because I isolated, and that was one of my biggest downfalls was isolating because I felt like I didn't feel safe enough to tell people I wasn't okay.
Yeah.
And now, like, and it's different, like, as a mom too, like, especially, like, you have the heaviness of, like, okay, like, you yourself as an individual are going through these deep ends of all these emotions. But then for me, myself, there's one time where I was dealing with a lot of grief. I was definitely in that slump of not doing good. And I was also, like, locked in my room for, like, a day or two and not really tending to my kids, even though they're teenagers, but still they need mom.
Yeah.
That I think that time is where I really knew I had to pivot. I'm like, "No, I need to reach out for help.
Yeah.
I need women in my corner to tell me, like, moms do this," because I was thinking, like, I feel like a crap mom for not
Mhm.
even being able to, like, make juice for my kids or
Yeah.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
just like, "What?" Like, I was like, "I shouldn't be feeling like this." Like, I know other moms, whatever, right? So that's where I really learned, like, moms need each other.
Big
Like,
time.
women need each other,
Yeah.
because they give that sense of safety that I feel we need to heal and to move forward and to keep on keeping on, if you will, you know what I mean? And when you have that strong support like that, it makes a difference even just knowing that you have that. And every time I feel that, every time I have that in my life, I wanna make sure it's known that they're appreciated.
Mhm.
And that's why I wanted to let you know I
Mm.
appreciate you.
No, every like, that pours out of you. After every conversation, I know how much you love me,
Yeah.
and we're just becoming friends,
Yes.
I after every conversation, I feel like you treasure my heart and I treasure yours, So it's just like there's nothing better than that feeling. Is like,
Mhm.
yeah, like feeling safe with a girlfriend, knowing you can like say anything or
Yeah.
whatever and it's like judgment free because at the end of the day, we know that we're going through it.
Mhm.
We're going through the ups and the downs like you said and um, sometimes we're at that mountaintop and sometimes we're at the very, very bottom,
Yeah.
and just knowing that you have somebody
Holding the light for
yeah,
you, you
honestly, it
know?
means everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, that like you never have to question that because I always feel that from you.
Mm.
Absolutely. Like that's like one of the biggest things I feel from you is like gratitude for our friendship. And
Yes.
that's like it makes me feel so good. and and like it yeah, it just you could just feel the how true of a friend that you are. So I hope you know that.
Mm. I do.
Yeah.
Okay, what time do we have?
We're at 55.
Okay.
We can go a little bit longer. What do you think?
Yeah,
Up to you.
for sure.
We can close it off as well, but yeah, I've just like I've loved this time with you. Really. It
Yes.
feels like we've just been chatting a couple minutes. It's been an hour. Are you kidding
Yes.
me? But um yeah, I guess maybe with a few minutes left, I just wanted to talk about like some of the things you can help me out with having older kids.
Mhm.
For Cole and I. um, we always talked about, like, how we want our kids to grow up, how we want
Mhm.
to teach them or raise them, but it's like, is there something that maybe surprised you in raising your kids, or the difference now that they're older compared to, when you're kinda in that early survival mode?
Mhm.
And I just know that you saw the other side of it, so is there
Mhm.
any, like, comments you wanna make on that? Just, like, being a mom of teens and just crushing it?
Yeah. One thing I do wanna say is just be prepared for grieving the transitions of your babies.
Oh.
Like, there's a video that I saw years ago, but it still sticks with me so hard, and it always still makes me cry if I was to ever watch it still moving forward. But there's this video that I saw where this woman was talking about motherhood, and she talks about how, you don't see the transitions of your kids going from 5 years old to 10,
Mm.
10 to 15, 15 to 20, like, they become a different human being
Mhm.
in each of those stages of life.
Is
My
it me?
god.
Is it me?
No, it's just like you're literally, like, grieving your child
Yeah.
in each stage, right? Like, they're not 5 anymore, they're learning to be, a young, individual, and then next thing you know, they're 10, and you didn't even get to grieve those 10 years because you didn't see them changing into that older kid from that baby. I really cried with that because I kinda had that kinda reality with my kids too. Like, my son's 17 now, like, he's driving. He has his driver's license, and I feel like just yesterday I was carrying him and I was singing to him, like, just me and him, and I'm just like, and then he's gonna be off to university in, like, a year, and it's just like, you don't see those transitions,
Mm.
and, like, you just wanna go back to and, like, hug them.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing is, like, they're such beautiful, like, individuals and teenagers now. They're at a point where they're super grateful because of how, they were raised under circumstances, and I think that's what makes me feel better
Mhm.
is, like, yeah, there was no double parent home, whatever, but they're super grateful,
Yeah.
and it's just like, if I was to go back and talk to my kids at the ages of, like, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, like, the things that I could tell them of how their life was gonna be today, I'll be
Wow.
like, "You're gonna be so proud of yourself.
Mhm.
You're gonna be so proud of who you are when you're 16 and 17." And you just wanna go back and talk to those little human beings, and I think that's the one thing that I say nobody could ever prepare for enough is just, like, those transitions when they get older. And then when you're all of a sudden they're like 10 and 15 and you just wish you could talk to them when they're this age again. I
Yeah.
think for me, like, I know when they're smaller, time seems so slow, but it's really not.
Mm.
And I think that's kind of the biggest thing for me is like, I'm grateful. Like, I don't wish I could change anything, obviously, because then things would be totally different. But I just wish I would have been able to just hug them a little more when they were smaller and, just reassure them that they are my heart. You
Mhm.
know, I might have not said it enough, but in my actions, and yeah, I was at work a lot, but like in my actions through work, like I was doing it for them.
Yeah.
Right. So now that they're older and I can have those conversations with them, it's just like, they're like, I know, mom. Like, I know you're doing it for us.
Mhm.
And,
That's a
like, they're
gift.
just super grateful. And I
Mhm.
think that's the biggest thing for me, the biggest takeaway for me, even though I felt mom guilt literally just yesterday. It's just like, they're like, "It's okay, mom."
Yeah.
Like, when they're telling me that, and then I just kind of fold like a little kid
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Oh, just give me a hug."
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the part I'd say for sure. Like, the advice is just like to just, I don't know. I mean, there's no such thing as be aware of it because you don't recognize it when you're just loving your kids all the time and, bask in that for sure. But I think that's the biggest thing is you're never prepared to see that transition from them growing older. And that might be just one thing if anybody can keep in mind is just like just treasure those moments when you can. And you are doing a really good job at that.
Thank you.
You guys are both doing a really good job at that. And also just treasuring the individuals that they grow into as they get older, because obviously, like, when they're babies, you never see who they're gonna be when they're, like, 16 and 17.
Yeah.
My girl, like, mirrors my attitude, and that's scary. I'm like, "Oh
Is that a good
god."
thing or yeah?
I don't know, I guess it depends,
Yeah.
but and my son, like, just, like, mothering 2 like, a boy and a girl
Mhm.
was very much, 2 different things for me, but I think just treasuring their characters and who they are and just accepting them. Well, you do, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? But, like, I think that was the biggest thing for me because having to play the mom and dad role, accepting everything regardless and seeing things from a more, nurturing lens now, I think made me realize, like, um, just supporting them and knowing that those transitions are happening right before your eyes. It's just like I think that's what I would tell everybody is just like those transitions that like you're literally grieving these little people and who they are when they're little. And then when they're adults, it's just like, oh, you just want to keep that forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think a lot of it does have to do with me being that single person and just knowing that I was so busy. And I think that's probably where a lot of this comes from too. But at the same time, like I'm sure for you too, like we'll have this conversation in 5 years and you'll be like,
Mhm.
I wish I would have just hugged
Yeah.
Royce when he was
Oh, no,
still that
I cry
age.
about that, like, every day. Cole's like, "Really?" Like, putting away little like, clothes that are too small, and
Yes.
yeah, he doesn't really see that side, but I'm like, "Look how big he's getting. He's in 9 months. What the heck?" You know,
Yeah.
like, not my boy, like, he has to stop right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's crazy, and just, like, dream right now anyways for me, like, dreaming of who they will become, and
Yes.
then, like, you're seeing that. You're seeing who they're becoming, and
Yeah.
that's something that kept Cole and I up at night before we had kids is, like, we want kids that people want to be around, you
Yeah.
know? We don't want little asshole kids, like, we want well-behaved, loving, beautiful kids, and that's what we always thought, like, having kids with empathy and
Yeah.
kindness and all of those things, and, you know, you think, "How is that gonna happen?" And then, like, even a quick example, I guess, is at Easter, the Easter bunny came, and I'll try not to cry over this, but, like, the Easter bunny came, all these eggs everywhere, and my little Roycey with his cousin Liam, my sister's boy,
Mhm.
they went looking for all these eggs, and Liam, he has some, like, preferences.
Mhm.
He only would pick the blue eggs, and here's Royce going picking all these eggs and whatever, and then Liam only had a little few, and then they went to the other room, hid all the eggs again, and then they came out, and my little Roycey would not pick up a blue egg, and I
Oh.
was like, I couldn't believe it. And it's like he's like like 2.5 at the time, and I'm thinking like, "My boy is trying to make his cousin feel, like, so special." My boy did that,
Oh
you
my
know? And
god.
I couldn't believe that, like, the first instance of seeing somebody with, whatever, some learning issues,
Yeah.
and then he wanted to make him feel included, and I was like, "That is my boy," and, like, me and Cole were like, I was crying, obviously, but just, like, it was, like, one little thing that I knew,
Yes.
"Okay, like, you're gonna be a good kid," and I just like, "Okay, keep going," right?
Yes.
Oh, man.
His heart.
Yeah, his heart, and I just can't wait to see who they become,
Mhm.
but
Okay, so I guess kinda to just kinda loop this in, but, like, what is one message you would want to tell your boys, and have them see this, let's say 10 years from now?
oh my gosh. I would just say, like, man, I love every part of them. I love every part of them. I love being with them. They're the coolest.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, I'm so thankful also to have like boys. Like I said before, my friend Brittany taught me, boys love their mamas. And
Mhm.
like I feel that so much. I'm just like, um, I want to be their safe space, and I truly feel like I am.
Yeah.
Obviously at this young, but like in 10 years, I also want to be that safe space. You know,
Mhm.
I want to hold them when they're 16 years
Yes.
old too, right?
Yes.
Like crazy to think is like one day he's gonna be a man.
Mhm.
You know how I took Cole as a a little boy. Like you're gonna be a little man someday? No way. That's crazy. Yeah.
And they were nurtured in such a really beautiful environment, you know what I mean? Like, you could tell, like, the story you just told, like, his heart,
Mhm.
he's gotten that from somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's such a beautiful trait to have, to know that he's gonna have so much empathy like that. That's such a beautiful trait to have. And you taught him that, you
Yeah.
and Cole, like, your
Yeah.
guys' environment and nurturing. Oh,
Jeez,
that's
eh?
so beautiful.
And what would you say in 10 years? Flip it on you, and then we could probably
Oh
call her a
god.
day.
What I would say to my kids for them to see this in 10 years is, I really was driven in my life mainly by loving them and them loving me.
Mhm.
And it really was us three.
Yeah.
It always, yeah, there was people that have come and gone, but it really was us three, and they kept me going. They kept me alive
Mm.
in certain, aspects, certain episodes in my life, and I'm just so grateful that you chose me to be your mom.
Mhm.
I'm very grateful that you chose me to provide what I was able to provide.
Mhm.
And, just thank you for making me the best person I could have ever been, because I couldn't imagine, honestly, who I would have been or where I would have been without them.
Yeah.
A lot of my drive came from loving them and them loving me. And it really was us three. Um, we used to call ourselves the Dabin Trio. I don't know why. They were younger. We came up with this name.
Yeah.
And so we called ourselves that. And we still are going to be that until all of us are old.
Till the end.
Yeah.
Aw.
So, yes. Oh, God. Ah.
Well, wow, that was beautiful.
Yes. Ah.
I'm so thankful that we finally were able to get together,
Mhm.
let out all our tears, have some time
Yes.
together, and yeah, this is like I feel like calm and so peaceful inside. Even though I'm bawling and looking a mess, I'm like, I feel so good just to be around you. So I just
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming because it means like the world to me. So
Mm.
yeah.
There'll be more. There'll be
Yes,
more times
yes.
like this, definitely.
Taking
Maybe
it up.
no mics next
Yeah,
time, but I'm like,
yeah,
"Okay, I'm gonna cry in peace next
yeah.
time."
In my pajamas, hey?
Yeah.
Crazy messy bun. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that's been awesome.
Alright, well, it was lovely sitting with you. I
Back at ya.
appreciate you.
Back at ya.
Oh, that's beautiful. I also got you a little gift. It's right beside you. I got